After almost 3 years of civil war, Syria's humanitarian crisis shows no signs of easing, and it's forcing millions to flee into neighboring countries. CCTV's Alaa Ebrahim joined the international aid group, the Red Cross, during one of its evacuation efforts.
This old man is no ordinary sick person. He is one of thousands who were given safe passage last October out of Al-Mu'addamiyah, a suburb southwest of the Syrian capital Damascus, after fighting in that area trapped them for months.
We were so hungry that we ate leaves and grass. Unless you join the fighters, you won't have any income or survive.
Getting civilians out of areas where there is heavy fighting is dangerous work that required delicate negotiations by non-belligerent.
We mediated between the militants inside and the government to allow the civilians out. The evacuation went through because the women wanted to get their children out and pressured the gunmen. The families left, and those who wish to fight can go on fighting.
The International Committee of the Red Cross and Red Crescent and the Syrian Ministry of Social Affairs and the Syrian Red Crescent provided logistic support for the evacuation. Shortly after some 3,000 civilians, mostly women and children, got out of Al-Mu'addamiyah, the Syrian army made substantial gains inside the city, eventually reaching a rebel stronghold, and the rebels surrendered, and life in the city became tolerable again. Not all evacuations go as smoothly. Here in the city of Adra, a city of 20,000 people in the southern part of Syria, thousands fled the city after Islamist rebels reportedly executed dozens of civilians in December. Many of the victims were supporters of Syrian President Bashar al-Assad, whose forces later evacuated around 5,000 people from Adra.
The militants took my two brothers, one of my uncles and my aunt. My aunt was taken from inside the house.
The gunmen took many young men and killed them. We were starving and begged them for food.
The lines of refugees stretched for miles. Men, women and children. They left their homes, taking with them only possessions they could carry, not knowing whether they will ever return. Civilians trapped by the battles are often regarded as collateral damage. The extent of the fighting in Syria has left very few safe areas. Many fear that a further expansion of the war will exact a devastating toll as civilians are running out of places to seek refuge in. Alaa Ebrahim, CCTV, Damascus.